post game of Game 5. Blue Jays win 6-1. They're one game away from winning the World Series. And I'm joined by Dominguez Lover on Twitter. So, how you doing?
Good. Good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, kind of came together quick, but it was definitely something worth looking into. So, what are your thoughts on like the Blue Jays being this close to win the World Series after seeing like how they embarrassed the Yankees? Like to me, it makes me feel like the Yankees are actually really far away. It doesn't make me feel like they're
Yeah.
close at all, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I think going into the World Series, people kind of looked at it like Dodgers might have had the cakewalk going against the Blue Jays, and that could just be people were discrediting the Yankees.
It's true.
But I think it's also you have to look at they went down 2-0 against Seattle, and against if you're going down 2-0 against Seattle against that pitching staff, odds are you're not going to end up winning that series itself. So the fact they were able to come back down 2-0 against Seattle, I think, proves what type of team they really are. And then they they go and play the Dodgers, and they've outplayed them. That's
Yes,
simply put, they've outplayed the Dodgers.
they
And so,
really. Yeah, I kind of agree with all of that. They really have outplayed them by a wide margin. Like the one game the Dodgers win with Yamamoto when he pitched really well, kind of figured out win that game too. They win the 18 inning duel. I mean, the Dodgers probably played better that day, but John Schneider made so many tactical mistakes in that game and base
yeah,
running mistakes that like the Blue Jays could have easily won that game too.
yeah, definitely.
So
And
yeah,
I think if you're looking at the series as a whole, the Blue Jays outscored the Dodgers 29 runs to 17.
yeah, it's a
And
big gap.
and they've hit two more home runs, 7 home runs for the Dodgers and seven home runs for the Blue Jays and five for the Dodgers. And this is just going back to the point. The Blue Jays just aren't just put the ball in play type of team. They do that a lot, but they also, I think they have probably, I don't want to get this wrong, but the hardest hit rate in the league. They hit the ball extremely hard. So it's not that they're making contact and letting the defense play. They're making contact at an above average exit velocity, which is what's going to get you hits.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's like it was a little bit too much made like they were a Punch and Judy team, which is not necessarily the case because they are hitting a lot of homers too. I mean, yes, they do that. They do extend the at bats. They work the starting pitchers, which is what has been their advantage against LA because LA was really riding the starting pitchers. Their offense was not like all people thought it would be, besides Otani, really for the most part. So like the starting pitching hasn't been quite as good. Toronto's exposed their bullpen a lot, and their bullpen's really not that good. Minus that 18 inning marathon. Other than that, it has not
Yeah.
been too good.
Yeah. And I think you could probably look at it from the Dodgers side that you could argue they've had a cakewalk for the World Series.
Yeah,
They had to play Cincinnati in the wild card, which got in because the Mets choked at the end.
100%.
And then they played Philly, which is no like discredit to Philly, but again, they've proven like the Yankees, they can't finish the job once making October.
Yeah, I don't
And
know
then they,
what's going on with Philly. I really expected a much better effort from them. They just didn't look
yeah,
too good to me. But you're right. If you look in hindsight, it really wasn't that hard of a task.
and
I
then
mean,
they
their
played
pitching
the
was good.
Brewers,
That was a joke. Yeah.
who like are is a first place team, but are they a first place team?
They're a fake first place
Yeah,
team. They're one of the fakest first place
that's
teams
how
you'll
I
ever
look.
see.
And then and then you look at the Dodgers who've owned the Yankees in the regular season, so they already had the edge in that aspect that they have the Yankees numbers, and then they face arguably the best rotation in baseball besides the Dodgers for the
Yeah.
Blue Jays. So they have to face Seattle's rotation, and they showed up.
Yeah, the Blue Jays had a tougher path to get there. There's no question, especially factoring that Seattle battle they had. Like losing the first two games at home and winning the series doesn't really happen too often.
Yeah,
I think maybe the last time you can correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say it's probably like the 2019 situation with the Nationals and Astros. Maybe. Oh wait, no, I'm going it backwards. Oh wait, no, no, yeah, I am doing that backwards because the Astros are home there. Never mind.
yeah,
So I don't know when the last time it happened if it has, but like it's a rare thing, that's for sure. I don't know if you know if that took place another time recently. I'm not really too sure, actually.
yeah. Not that I could think of.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm sure it's somewhere, but I'd have to dig for that. But anyway, the Mariners could have won that series too, so that was definitely there for the taking. But George Springer's really clutch. And another thing is they're doing this without Springer the last two games. Not only did they have a crushing blow after losing 8 and 18 innings, Springer hasn't even been there the last two games, and
Yeah,
they still won pretty convincingly the last two nights.
and he's hurt, right? Is he's hurt?
He's dealing with the side
Yeah,
injury. They said he could pinch hit. He was kind of getting ready for maybe a practice at bat since they were up 5 runs, but they didn't need him. I don't know what's gonna happen in Game 6 with George. Are they gonna use him in a situation off the bench if they need him?
yeah.
I don't think he's gonna start. I don't think he's
No,
capable of starting. It's probably just like a one at bat. You get pulled situation. You're not running the bases. Just see if you give
yeah,
us a swing
yeah.
type of deal.
I could see that happening.
But I do think the Dodgers. I'm not gonna say they're in a good spot, obviously, because they're not. But I could easily see Yamamoto at least forcing a Game 7.
Yeah, that I think obviously the Dodgers don't want to be in this spot, but I think since they are, there's nobody they would want on the mound other than Yamamoto to try to get it to a Game 7.
Yeah, I agree. I thought he was the best suited pitcher to face Toronto in this series, better than Snell and anyone else they had, and that
Yeah,
obviously showed itself in Game 2. He was ready to go in Game 3, which would have been nuts. That would have been
yeah, that
theatrical,
was crazy.
because he was getting hot. That
Yeah,
last pitch really had its head on it. I thought it was gonna happen. If they got to the 19th, it was gonna happen. Because
yeah,
they were talking about using Kike. He's like, no, I'm gonna throw the ball. He's like,
yeah.
whatever you need.
Like I like the fan inside of me was like, I want to see this get to the 19th. I want to see Yamamoto in this game again.
Yeah, he was gonna Randy Johnson it almost, who'd been
Yeah,
crazy. But I can't wait to see what he does in Game 6. I think he's gonna be really good again.
yeah. He's I think he's in conversation. I think you could put him in conversations, and he should be with up there with Skeens and Screwball easily. When he's on, I think you could argue he is the best pitcher in the league.
Yeah, I think you could make that case, especially this postseason's really enhanced his resume even more. But he gave up less than 6 hits per 9 innings this year. He
Yeah,
barely gives up
he's
any homers. I think hitters are hitting 160 off him maybe. He's just
yeah.
ridiculously good.
Splitter is disgusting.
So I want to ask you this: are you on the side if the Yankees had no chance, or you think they should have upped the bid to see if he would have considered it?
For Yamamoto,
Yeah, let's go back in time a couple years. I think they should have upped the bid to at least
I
make it interesting.
I saw this on. I do think like obviously now looking at what he's done, it's very easy to say why didn't they offer more, and I agree that they should have, but then the quote came out that said they didn't want him making more than Cole, which
It's
which I think
cheesy to me a little bit.
which I think is a little weird because
Yeah,
Judge had Judge had no problem with Soto making more money than him.
yeah. I don't even
So
think it was a Garrett issue. I think that was just something they tried to
so
say to cover their faces. Honestly,
so
I
what do
don't
you
understand that.
are you where do you draw the line that you pay Soto more than Judge, but you wouldn't pay Yamamoto more than Cole?
That doesn't make any sense to me either. I think that's an excuse, honestly. But they didn't want to go over 300. Maybe they just felt it wasn't right to do because they thought Garrett was better. I don't know. I don't think Garrett was you guys can't pay him more. I really don't think
Yeah,
that's
I
the
don't
place.
think
I highly
Cole.
doubt he was don't give him more. I highly doubt that's what
Yeah,
happened there. If that did, I'd be really surprised.
yeah,
But I don't know. I mean, I think that he was considering Yankees, but Dodgers always had the edge. I do wonder what would have happened if they matched it, though. If they would have had a battle, or if he would have just went to LA anyway. I
yeah.
guess we'll never
It
know, unfortunately.
it would have. I don't. Maybe their thought process was I don't want to give someone who hasn't proved anything in the MLB $325 million.
Yeah, it could be that, I guess. Although Cashman went to scout to be sort of no
Yeah,
hitters,
he
so
knew what he was about,
yeah,
or maybe
so
they didn't want to get into
a
if they
bidding
offered
war, I guess.
325, then the Dodgers up their price.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
probably didn't think it was worth their time to continue with it.
yeah, it's a tough situation. We'll never know. Obviously, it's just there was a lot of evidence to support that he was going to be good, though. But could
Yeah,
anyone have thought he was going to be this good? No, probably not. This is
yeah.
the
This is
top case scenario of everything. He's worth every penny and then some, honestly, because he's
yeah,
making him a lot of money in Japan too. Even more than just his on-field performance.
yeah. This is and usually pitchers struggle coming over just because the balls are different.
Yeah, that
He's
was
shown.
something I thought about when I was talking about him because I thought there would be a little velo dip, and I think there might have been a small one, but it hasn't really
Yeah,
affected him.
yeah. So I mean, he's definitely proved he's his contract and a lot more.
Yeah, so like, what are your thoughts about what Vladdy's doing, about the legacy he's paving now, like trying to get the ring for his father, being one win away, like setting the Blue Jays postseason record with 8 homers now, like hitting over 400 in October, I think. After having a kind of pedestrian regular season for his standards,
Yeah,
he's really erased all of that now.
yeah, and then you know after the Yankees series, the first 2 games in Seattle, he was
Not good, I
nowhere to be
remember.
found in those 2 games. So then, like the narrative is like, oh, is he just like a Yankee merchant?
Oh
But
yeah, I do remember that small sign of
but I
not
mean,
not the case.
he just seems like everything is moving in slow motion for him. I
Yeah.
I think he knows what he wants at the plate, and he's very patient on waiting for that pitch. And if he's not getting it, he's gonna fight off the pitches that he doesn't want, because eventually the pitcher's gonna crack and give him the pitch he wants.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's very disciplined. Like he has what, like 5 Ks, maybe, and 8 home runs.
Yeah,
Like that's unheard
it's
of.
ridiculous. But
Like,
it's like it's also it's not only him. Like Ernie
yeah, that's
Clement
true.
has like 25 hits this postseason.
Yeah, he's hitting like what, 500 these days in the
It's
playoffs. Like the guy was in AAA, like
like
barely hanging on to a roster spot. Now
like
he's like driving the team almost.
to me that's a World Series team when you have everyday role players contributing in the World Series.
That's a good point.
9 players down your lineup that could give you quality at bats.
Yeah, and the Yankees don't have that at all.
No, they
Not
don't.
even, not even close. It's
Which I
feast
don't.
or
Which I don't think they want.
yeah, which is another thing you could argue about because they just want the boom or bust for the most part. Like they tried to get more athletic a little bit. Like it looked good in times with more people stealing, but like in the end, it didn't really materialize because Volpe couldn't do anything. They
Yeah.
probably should have. I'll lean into you now, and I'm gonna say this because I was talking about this as the series was going on. Jason Dominguez should have gotten some time when Trent Grisham was
Uh,
lost. Trent Grisham couldn't hit anything. He couldn't hit the backside of a barn. Like he was fully exposed in October.
I. It's 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 the defense. I don't think they wanted to trot him out there in the defense in the playoffs.
I
But
guess, but
his bat is there.
and we saw the only at bat he got, unfortunately. Like he was
Yeah.
definitely motivated to make them a point that's only at bat. But like, why was Grisham continuing to lead off when he couldn't hit the backside of a barn? They
It's
wouldn't even move him out of the leadoff spot.
it's their theory, right? It's like you're going up there it's boomer. It's like you said, boomer bust.
Yeah, it's just not a way to win in October for them. Like, I mean, the Blue Jays aren't fully, they are hitting bombs, but like they have some finesse in their game, which you need a little mix of finesse.
Yeah.
But like the Dodgers, when they're going well, they're kind of feast or famine right now too, honestly. But like
Yeah.
they have like more contact bats. Like Andy Paz has like disappeared, and that's been a huge problem for them.
Yeah.
Like they're really getting exposed now without him hitting because that outfield spot's such a big hole.
And Mookie and
Mookie's been even worse. Well, not worse for like than Paz, but like worse for like what we expect from
what
Mookie
yeah.
Betts to do. Like he needs to be a way better than what we're
And
seeing.
and you could argue Freddie.
Even
That
just
Freddie
if you
hasn't
take
been
away the home run, yeah, he hasn't been that good
hasn't been
really.
there.
I mean, it's tough to take that away, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
he hasn't been consistently like what you would expect. That's a better way to put it.
Yeah, which and now it's like but now like I don't want to say they're out of the series at all. Like
I don't think they are at all either.
because my thing is can the Dodgers go into Toronto and win 2 in a row?
yeah,
Right?
sure.
Because my thing was there's no way Toronto could go into LA and win 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I was surprised as well. Here's how I thought it was gonna go. I thought it would be split 1-1 in Toronto in the beginning, so that part was right. Then I thought the Dodgers would win 2 in LA, and the Blue Jays would win 1, and they would go back
Yeah.
3-2, but not leading, trailing. So like I was surprised to see them take 2 games.
And it's especially taking the 2 games after losing in 18 innings.
Yeah, that too. Like I kind of thought they might win Game 3, lose Game 4, lose Game 5 type of situation.
Yeah.
I mean, and that almost kind of they almost won Game 3, but they won 5 obviously. I mean 4 and 5, but like. Yeah, I mean it's definitely been interesting, but yeah, can Yamamoto force a Game 7? Absolutely.
100%.
But what's going to happen in Game 7? I think it's kind of edge Blue Jays at that point. But anything could happen, so it's hard to say it's edge anyone. But like Game Seven at home, like there has been losses in Game Sevens on the road. Like the Cubs won the Game Seven on the road. The Nationals won the Game
Yeah.
Seven on the road. I think that I'm trying to think if there's any other ones recently. Those might be like the only ones in recent memory. I think, if I'm
Uh,
correct. Did I miss one somewhere?
did you say the Cubs? I don't know
I
if you said
said Cubs
Cubs.
and I said Nationals. 2020, no, didn't go that far. 21 didn't go that far. I don't think. 22 didn't go that far. 23 was drawing a blank. Who was 23? Oh, that was
Philly,
that was
Philly
Rain.
Game
No, that
7.
was Rangers.
Oh,
Philly.
Rangers and yeah.
No, none of them went that far. It was
Yeah.
just those two in recent memory. I think. I'm sure there's other ones, but like those are the recent ones.
Yeah. But I mean, they're very capable. I mean, but
Yeah.
it comes down to me. It comes down to the offense, right? You gave up. What was the final score tonight?
It was
6-1.
6-1. Blue
You
Jays,
gave up
yeah.
6 runs, but you scored one.
Yeah, not good.
So and then,
Well,
I mean, the
yeah.
offense has to be there, especially if Yamamoto. If you want to get to a Game 7, and you're expecting, if you're Dave Roberts, you're probably expecting, probably at this rate, 7 shutout innings from Yamamoto the way he's pitching.
Yeah, you want to at least get him through 7, even if he gives up 1 or 2, like or 3, worst case. Probably like that's probably the worst case. And then they'll probably use Sasaki and no one else, and then
Yeah,
they'll save
so-
everyone else for Game 7. Probably like they'll try to bring back Otani for an inning, maybe if they feel like he can do it.
Yeah.
and then you'll try to just piece it together after Glass now. Maybe Blake Snell goes an inning. Like they're gonna
And then-
they're gonna throw the kitchen sink at him.
They're down 3-2, but they're perfectly set up for a Game 7.
Yeah, because like the options we just presented, like they could use those guys for an inning or something, because they're not going to really want to use their bullpen arms that much. So
And then
they're
Game
gonna-
7, everyone's available.
yeah, everyone will be on the table basically. Maybe even Yamamoto, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe he'll even throw an inning. Like who knows? Maybe he will, honestly. But and for the Blue Jays, if we go in reverse order, they're going to have Kevin Gausman for Game 6. I think he'll be solid, but like it's tough to trust him more than Yama at this point. But
Yeah.
can the Dodgers get to Gausman? Because he was actually pretty good in his first time until the 7th inning hit where he gave up those bombs.
Yeah.
He was really good besides those. You really just wanted those 2 pitches back if you think about it.
Yeah, I think what it all comes down to is basically the same as your Savage in ways. How is the splitter playing? If the splitter is not where he wants it to be, then it's
Right.
easier to sit on the fastball.
That's a good point. And Trey was incredible tonight. Like that's
The way he was moving, and I think a lot of it helps with the heat that they were playing in and the sweat,
Oh yeah.
just the ball moving more.
I thought the ball was gonna jump out of the yard because of the weather, but it really didn't as much. I mean, early it did. At first, I thought we were gonna see a
Yeah.
lot of homers. Like Schneider and Vladdy jumped Snell, and then it was just Kike, and like that was kind of it.
I mean, yeah, and you saw Snell's velocity reaching 97 at times, 98 possibly. So the heat was there to help the pitchers, but then again, it also helps the ball fly further.
Yeah, and then it's going to be different in Toronto, obviously. I don't know if they'll
Yeah.
close the roof for any of the games, but I know one game the roof was open and like the wind was blowing in, the ball wasn't really carrying, so I'm not sure. Like, I mean, Trey is savage. Like, what are your thoughts on him? Like, what he's going to be going forward? Like, he's going to be a monster. I mean, this guy's like unhittable when his splitter works. Like, I just can't. I actually watched a little bit of college with him because like I was covering the tournament that year, and like I thought he was picked way too late at 10 overall. I thought he was going to go way higher. Like the Blue Jays really got a steal. I didn't expect him to be this
Yeah,
good this
I mean-
quickly, but like I knew he was like solid. Like, I didn't expect this, obviously.
Starting your season in the minors and then arguably becoming the ace in your playoff run.
Yeah,
And obviously the release point being at, I think what they said, like 7 feet. MLB average is like 5 feet, something like that.
yeah, it's
And
tough to pick it up.
He's in his rookie season and his splitter's already this gross.
Yeah, I
And-
agree with you.
And you give it more time, you give him more time, maybe develop another pitch. I mean, the slider looked disgusting tonight too.
Yeah, it definitely did, dude. Like I just can't even imagine how he's developed that
I
quickly.
mean, his stuff is gross, but then you're like, this is a rookie pitching in a World Series like this
yeah,
in LA.
he set a record too, like 12 Ks for a
Yeah,
rookie in the postseason. Um,
12 Ks against one of the most patient teams in the
yeah,
league.
it's just really unbelievable to see what he's doing. Like it's unprecedented stuff, and you wonder like going forward, he's gonna be an ace of that team for a while. You would think, and like he's able to manage his workload through the whole season too, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Like because he's never thrown this many innings before. Although I think I have to check his East Carolina stuff because like I'm just curious to see what kind of jump he's made. I want to see how they did this because it's very fascinating stuff. He has like the highest chase rate in the league if he qualified for it. I know
yeah, I
that.
saw
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
I know that much. I definitely know that, but he doesn't qualify because there hasn't been enough innings yet, I guess, or whatever. But he only pitched 14 regular season innings. I still can't believe that. He's pitched more in the playoffs, 19 innings if we're counting today. Actually, no, I don't think this counts today. So that means he's up to like 26, I think. And then 26 innings and what, like 39 strikeouts? Jesus.
Yeah, it's. I mean, if the splitter just plays so well, especially from the arm slot.
Yeah, because like you mentioned before, the slider is like similar, like how it comes out. So like you don't know
Yeah,
which one it's gonna be, and there's like different movement on it. And the fastball's not like blazing, but it's like enough of an issue because
it
you're worrying about the other pitches.
it jumps at you.
Yeah. So Trey pitched 90. No, I'm sorry. He pitched nine. Oh, he actually it's not that big of a jump, surprisingly. He pitched 93 innings last year in college, and then it's saying he threw 98 in the regular season somehow. I don't know how he didn't pitch that. I thought he would have thrown more. That's interesting. I guess they kept his short start. I don't know if he missed time at all with anything. I don't think so, but I have to check his MLB page. So it literally isn't that big of a jump, actually. He's still within like 25 ish range, maybe like 30 something now, I guess. Yeah, it's just it's interesting. So, what do you think like the Dodgers need to do to figure this out? Their offense has been a mess. Like Dave Roberts actually made a few lineup changes to no avail. Like I did like the idea to move Will Smith up.
Yeah, I saw that tonight that he was batting second.
Yeah, I thought once I almost thought he would give Rojas a shot and maybe put Edmund in the outfield, but then I realized Edmund's defense at second has been really good because
Yeah,
Alex Call is not the answer either.
yeah. I mean, Call just gives them. I feel like the speed. If they want speed in the lineup,
Yeah,
he has that. But I think they have to keep it simple. I think they have to go in Toronto and tell themselves like we're the Dodgers. Like it's not
yeah,
they don't deserve to be there.
that's true.
Arguably,
It's
if they're playing their best baseball, they're beating the Blue Jays in a 4 game series.
Yeah, it's just like Moogie Betts is off. I don't know if he could get it fixed in 2 games. Shohei's gonna be
Yeah,
fine. Obviously, you're not worried about Shohei. Freeman, I still trust when it comes down to
yeah,
it. I think he'll wake
100%.
up. I think he's gonna wake up too. Muncie's been a little hot and cold. You'd like to see more from him. Will Smith's been pretty good. Wasn't
Yeah,
great tonight, but like overall pretty good. Whatever they're gonna do with Pajas and Call is like a black hole in the lineup right now. That's definitely a problem. Edmund
yeah,
needs to hit a little bit better, I would say.
and I think uh, if you're looking at it from the Blue Jays side, it's the Dodgers.
Talking,
The Dodgers could look in on the Blue Jays and be like, "That's a young team, up 3-2 in the World Series." Or, and I get they've been on a run, but you've seen a lot of, not a lot, but like young teams having to close out a series. It's a challenge. It's not
that's a
easy to
good
win.
point.
It's not easy to win one more game, especially against the Dodgers. So there's. I'm not saying it's going to happen to the Blue Jays because they've looked really good throughout the whole postseason.
Hmm.
But I think it still has to be on the table. Like, do you
Yeah,
trust this young team to close this out?
yeah, for sure. Because like I've mentioned this a few different times in some shows I've been doing recently. The Dodgers always perform when their backs are against the wall. They're not dead until you actually kill
Yeah,
them. Like they were in this situation last year in the DS. They were
yeah,
down
with
two
the
games to
Padres.
one, and then they shut them out for like 20 something innings in a row, and then they just moved on, and then they
Yep.
didn't face adversity the rest of the playoff run. Now this is different because like it's really coming down to it. Like it's World Series, they're not performing well as a team offensively.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't in that Padres series either, I guess, through the first 3 games. But the sample size is larger, is my point now. Like it hasn't been a great postseason run for them offensively because you've looked at the numbers too, like we kind of talked about before. If you take away Otani's epic games and like their stats, like, and I know it's not like easy to do this, but walk with me here. So like, if you take away his
Yeah.
crazy performances and like the wild card series, their offense has been dormant like for 3 rounds basically.
Even if you take away his, what was it,
The 3 homer game,
or even in the World Series,
the
game,
9 base read, the one
yeah,
you
the
reach
game
base
three
all those
game. If you
times.
take away,
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
if you
Yeah,
take away his stats,
they really have nothing. Yeah,
they've hit 3 home runs in the World Series. If you just take away that game, so
yeah, and the Jays have been out homering them, like you said.
out homer out, they've been out disciplining them.
Yeah, everything's been better basically. Like Varsho's been decent. Arson Barger's woken up since his rough postseason beginning. I mean, Clement's been outstanding.
Impossible to get out.
Vladdy's been a beast.
Kirk's been
solid,
good.
yes, and then Springer was good before he went down. He was playing. He was getting
Yeah.
clutch hits. But Obichet's waking up now. You're starting to see what he was doing during the regular season a little bit.
Jimenez has put serviceable at bats together.
I know his average is awful, but he's getting hits when he needs them. So
Yeah.
it's like an interesting situation with that. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I think they at least force a game 7 though.
Yeah, I don't really see them losing Game 6, but then again, I also didn't see them going down.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to say Blue Jays in 7 though. I think they're gonna slay the Dragon. I think the Blue Jays finally win 7. That's my guess now. I gotta shift a little bit. We're going Dodgers 6, Dodgers 7.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have to get off and go Blue Jays 7.
I mean,
but
I can agree with that. Just the way the game's been playing.
I just feel like the Dodgers haven't been consistent enough offensively for me to give them a Game 7 win. That's the problem. I mean, they could. All they need is 2 good games, though. So it's not off the table. It's just 2 good games. And the Blue Jays just need 1. So.
And the Blue Jays can't afford to lose. That's their attitude going into it. Like, we literally cannot afford to lose a game.
Yeah.
So they're playing 2 Game 7s.
That's true. And you know who's been the ace in the hole for the Blue Jays? I think you'll agree with this one. Chris Bassett's been a godsend for them out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
He's going to be huge over the next 2 games. He might be a difference maker.
Just having those, I mean, the Blue Jays have a ton of
bullpen options,
and not even like just regular bullpen, lengthy bullpen.
Like Louis Varland's been great. Guy has a rubber arm, basically throws every day.
Yeah.
throws 100 plus.
Yeah, Fluharty's been good for them.
Dominguez has been decent.
They have lengthy relievers that if
Hoffman's
they need them,
figured it out too. I think he's given up like 2 runs in like 2 months or something.
Yeah, I mean they, and you could say you're trusting the Blue Jays bullpen more than the Dodgers right now.
100%. Unless, even if the Dodgers throw Snell and Otani in there, like you probably still trust the Blue Jays a little bit more.
So I don't think the Blue Jays. I think the Blue Jays want to get to the bullpen.
Yeah,
that's their thing.
They're not again because Max, if he throws the Game 7, you're gonna have to have the bullpen ready, obviously.
Yeah.
I think I wonder. I mean, Savage could go an inning maybe in a Game 7 scenario.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think
100% they'll do that.
He'll probably go an inning, and then I'm missing, and then maybe Bieber goes somewhere because Bieber will be rested off that Game 4, so Bieber might have an inning or 2 in him if they need it. So it's going to be crazy to see what happens. I do definitely think this is a 7-game series, though, and I think it's going to be. It's been a very good World Series. It's been entertaining.
Yeah, it's very surprising.
It's been fun. There's been a lot of climatic games. Definitely not a lot of things that were expected have been taking place in the World Series. So
I think this World Series is what people thought last year's would be.
Yeah, well, it could have been. So if you want to go down that rabbit hole, I guess we could. I mean, I love playing the what if games. That's what I always do on these shows, basically.
Favorite thing is sports.
So like, what if they use Tim Hillis and Nestor Cortez and they win Game 1? Then it's like, then you're tied 2-2 instead, and then like, if Game 5 goes a different way, you could be up 3-2, and then like you
Yeah,
maybe. I think they would have lost Game 6 to Yamamoto regardless. Like I
yeah.
think that was a loss. So
I
like maybe you
mean,
would have had Game 7, and who knows at that point. I mean
even
the
in
Yankees could have won last year. You are. It doesn't. I know it doesn't look great in the score sheet and stats, but like they could have actually won that World Series.
even even in game one, like the Verdugo catch, like what if he doesn't fall over the wall and the runners get the base? Are you still
Yeah,
walking Mookie in that scenario?
that's another thing as well. I mean, I hated that decision too because, like, well, who walks the bases loaded for Freddie Freeman? Like, are you kidding
It,
me? Like,
it's
that just doesn't make sense.
who brings in a starter who hasn't pitched in over a month and said, "Go, biggest moment of your career, go do it,"
I just don't get
and
it at
throws a
all.
middle cut fastball
Just
90
because it's left on left, you thought that was okay. Freddie
left on
Freeman could
left.
hit. Freddie Freeman could hit lefties.
The ankle injury he had. I mean, it's again, it's too much with the numbers. Like, stop in the World Series, play
Yeah,
your best.
because they thought like he had a better lane than Tim Hill for some reason when Tim Hill was getting big outs the whole postseason.
I think the main reason was they brought him in for Otani because
Yes, I do
Nestor
know.
has
I do know that. Yes, and he
Nestor
did
has
his
good
and he
numbers.
did his job there, but
Yeah.
they didn't figure out that they'd have to go get Freeman or Betts or the rest of the job. They didn't account for, unfortunately.
So, and like at that point, they're like, all right, let's take the lefty lefty matchup against the guy with the ankle injury.
And then you're gonna load the base for him. But like, yeah, I mean, I knew they were done when that happened. I was like, yeah, this is not ending well.
Yeah, and then
As soon
the
as Nestor came in, I was like, yeah, this is not gonna happen.
the game five collapse is
That's just like all time bad stuff there.
because
Like,
we're Yankee fans and that's what we have to go to.
yeah, it's like I just don't understand why Rizzo didn't just go the first. Garrett, like, if you look at the play, I don't blame Garrett as much as Rizzo because I've watched this a million times. We
Yeah,
all have. Garrett stumbles out of the break. Like, that's what people don't be realizing. Like, he stumbled out of the break. Like, he didn't have a clean break to first base. Like, he wasn't gonna get there. Like, Riz just had to go take it. Like, Garrett didn't get a clean. He didn't get a clean release running the first.
and it's even the fact that Rizzo wasn't sprinting.
Yeah, like, why wasn't he moving with more urgency? Like, I still don't get that either.
Like, even if you expect Cole to be there, it's you're in a World Series game. Like, you've won a World Series, and you've won a World Series when you're down in the series.
Yeah, I
And
agree with you 100%. And then, I would say, like, then you look at the situation with Judge dropping the fly ball. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me.
never does.
That's like 999 out of 1,000. Like, I have no explanation for that.
that might
But
have
still,
been, I think, I don't know if I'm wrong, but that might have been, I think, his first error that whole season.
I
Would have
wouldn't
been.
be surprised if that was the case. I don't fully know, but I don't doubt it. Unless
Yeah,
if there was like a throwing error, maybe, but definitely never a drop. But that's the
yeah,
only
no,
drop he's ever had. Like I know that for a fact.
that was,
That and then the play with Volpe, I actually understand the most. Like it wasn't good, but that wasn't an egregious error to me. It just
yeah,
like was compounded with like the other two errors.
yeah, and then Cole saw this and Cole put him on his back, and he theoretically did his job. He got the next two outs, and then with Mookie, it's just, and because when you look at the replay, the play wouldn't have mattered if Mookie wasn't sprinting out of the box
Hmm.
like any Yankee hitter does on a ground ball to first. They're not sprinting out of the box.
Yeah, that's a good point. He made it. He put the pressure on them. That's true. I do remember he was going hard. He probably saw an opportunity because Rizzo was like flat-footed and like didn't
Yeah,
field it properly. Like
I
I don't
mean,
know what was going on there.
it was in their scouting report
Yeah,
that they
just put
came
the
out and
ball in
said,
play.
just
Yeah,
let them beat themselves.
and it happens. Like yeah, so you do wonder, and like, is that going to be the Yankees' best chance? Because like, there's so much uncertainty going into next year,
Yeah,
and like, we could talk about that now too. Like, I do hope Dominguez gets a lane and left. Like, they want him to play winner ball and see if he can improve defensively. And I get what you're saying about the defense, but like, Christian wasn't hitting. Like, they needed a spark offensively. Like, it just
yeah,
wasn't really happening. Like, they had one good offensive game against Toronto, really, because I don't even count that game too, because those were like 6 garbage runs. Like, I don't even count that at all. Like, that's a week 7. I was like, they lost 13-7. It didn't even feel that close. That's how bad it
yeah.
was.
It
Like,
was it was too late at that point. But
exactly. I don't even count that as like a 7 runs. That's like a fake 7.
Yeah, I mean,
That's like a football game when you're down 40-0 and you score like 20 points at the end. Like that's how I look at that, basically.
yeah. I mean, it definitely helped them see the bullpen, which obviously didn't matter in the long run.
Yeah, I
But
mean, yeah, because like game three, they hit well. It was the only game they really hit well.
yeah,
Because I figured they would win that because I know they could hit Bieber because they've done it before and like they were
yeah,
down 2-0. So I'm like, okay, they'll probably get that. Game four, like I thought it was gonna go a little bit differently. I wasn't like overconfident they would win it because like I just didn't have the full belief they would come all the way back. But like Cam against the bullpen, you could think was gonna be an advantage, but it wasn't. Like Cam did his job,
yeah,
obviously.
yeah,
It wasn't his fault at all. Like Jazz Chisholm with the 2-run error, but that doesn't even matter. They still would have lost anyway. That just made it look worse. But
yeah.
like. I just like not getting like what 2 runs off the Blue Jays bullpen just is pathetic. Like
Yeah, it
it
was.
just can't happen.
I mean, when you're in a
Elimination game and you
and
score two
in your
runs.
and you're only in your first run to that point, mostly throughout the whole game, was your defensive first third baseman hitting a homer.
A Porch job, yeah.
It's like something. Something needs to be done. Like something needs to change.
Yeah, but will it? That's where I'm concerned,
No,
unfortunately. Like, that's the problem we're about to run into here. And now we'll talk a little bit about that, too. It's just like, yeah, like running it back with the same crew, it does not give me much confidence. They need to make roster changes more than anything, obviously. But, like, go
yeah.
ahead.
Oh, you could finish if you had something to say.
No, I was just like talking about like the rest, like the Boone and Cashman stuff, just keeping them like the same nonsense. Like
Yeah.
we try, like we're close, like Crabshoe, like we playoffs, like a winning season, like we made it, but like we're not. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not championship. Well, they don't say that, but like it's obviously the goalposts have moved. Like it's not championship or bust anymore in their minds. Clearly, they can still say this, but they don't operate that way anymore.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I think
like, would you respect it more if they just changed the mission statement at this point? Because that's like they aren't like the same anymore. Like
Yeah.
I know like the fans want it to be World Series or bust, but that's just not the reality anymore.
yeah, and I think Cashman said this when they did like the press conferences like 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah,
That he was asked about, do you look at Judge's age and trying to get the right players in there for his prime window that you have right now?
yeah.
And he
I didn't like his answer.
And he answers, I don't even look at that. It's BS because everybody looks at that.
Yeah, I
When
don't
you-
know. Yeah, I agree.
When you talk about the window, the only thing that gets brought up is Stanton's getting older, Cole's getting older, Judge is getting older. That's your
Yeah.
window.
You're right.
And I think this might just be me, how I view it. I think there's a 90% chance you don't get baseball in 2027.
I agree with you as well, and that's another problem we're gonna talk about because like. I think you're gonna smoke at least 2 to 3 months, if not more, of that season. You'll be
And,
lucky if you get
yeah.
anything. Unfortunately,
I think going into next season, I think that's when you're able to and should push all your chips in.
I'm saying the same thing. Like I want to throw the kitchen sink at this thing next year if
Why?
I'm able to.
If you're getting no baseball in 2027, the next time you're getting Judge after this season is going to be 36.
Yeah, like who cares about the penalties if you're gonna miss a season? Like if that's what I'm and how it's like if he cuts back after like going into the lockout, like you just know like it's just not a good.
I mean, they're
situation.
going. The problem is Hal's going into the lockout, going to beg for a salary cap.
Which is so embarrassing.
He's-
Obviously,
And like before this season, he said it was either him or Cashman that said, we can't spend like the Dodgers, but
it was Hal. It was Hal. I remember.
they still have to get through an injury-free season.
Yeah, it was
You're-
Hal.
you're-
I think it was Hal and Cash. I think
But
it
you're-
might have been a mixed thing. I think Hal may have said that we can't spend like they can't spend. It's not smart to think we can spend like that or something. And then Cash was like they still have to. I thought maybe they broke it up. Like I thought Cash was the one that said they still have to get through an
So,
injury-free
like-
season. Or maybe
you're-
Hal said that too. I don't know.
Your reason for not spending money is you're going to hope that the Dodgers get injured.
I was like, that's so stupid too. I'm like, you're gonna hope someone gets hurt, and then the Yankees get hurt all the time. So like that like doesn't even that
You
logic
have-
not help.
You have arguably the best player in the game on your team. You give him, and obviously you could make the argument, where has Judge been in other postseasons? But give him the players he needs around him.
Yeah, it's like it's
And I
tough.
think-
like
I think you can do that this offseason, especially with Skubal, if the Tigers are really serious about moving him, do it.
I just don't know if they would send him to the Yankees. I think it's more likely he goes to the other New York team if they do trade him. Unfortunately, because
Yeah,
like
because
I feel like they're gonna want to keep him off the AL if they move him. It's an interesting situation for Tariq because he's gonna be in no man's land going into the lockout. Like
yeah,
he's not doing an extension, so like I don't know. Do the Tigers just try to hold on one more time and see if they take one last shot before the lockout with him? If they could just like fix him on the edges, see if they get one ring with him. I don't know. I mean, just someone overwhelmed to the point they have to trade him. Like it's possible
yeah.
too. I
I mean,
guess. Like a lot of teams are probably gonna offer stuff. I don't know if they'll necessarily move, but they're gonna. Their ears are open.
yeah. I think I've said this. I think I said this last week. If the package the Yankees could offer, their best package the Yankees could offer, could be topped by the Mets
Yeah,
or a team like
unless
Boston.
if you take like Schlittler and George Bar, but that's like a
Yeah,
crazy for 1 year, even of him.
which to me, I think I would be fine with putting Lombard in a trade for Skubal.
Well, his father will want him because he coaches the Tigers. You know they would ask for him. Like if that would probably
Yeah,
be the first guy they asked for if they were
which
gonna do
which
that.
I'm fine with because I just think Skubal's that good.
I agree with you as well. It would be fascinating. I just like don't think it's Yankees, unfortunately.
I don't think they're gonna want to move some of these prospects.
That's the other thing too. But if it was for Tariq, like you'd have to consider it. They probably would ask for Cam too for Tariq. And if the Mets are dealing with him, they gotta ask for McLean. And I don't know if the Mets want to deal McLean for him, but they have a lot of depth like Tom,
Yeah,
Sproat, like Benj, Williams. Like yeah, they have more stacks than the Yankees with
yeah.
that.
So it's I'm actually like very interested to see what they do this offseason because I think there's a lot of options to make the team better.
Yeah, do you think they should go through and get Tucker? Because I'm definitely in the Tucker train.
Yeah,
I think it's the right move to make.
I've
The only
been
issue is the defense will be awkward, but you figure that out later.
I've been a Tucker guy for like 4 years now. This has
Okay.
been my guy, and I think you can put him in left. He's played left. Obviously not recently, but he started as left fielder, played left field in 2020.
Yeah.
He's played there, and I mean, this guy is like when he's healthy and playing at a high level, you could argue he's a top 10, 15 player in the sport.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think they should do it. I would give him 10 over 400 easy if I was
I
able
mean, it's
if
just
that was like a choice. But um, they should because like I just don't. I'm not enamored with Bellinger. I'm really not. I think he's better than what I thought maybe this year, but like I don't trust it long term.
yeah,
I think it's settling for another B tier player when you need to get an
and
A tier player. I just like if you're gonna spend the money, you might as well just spend more on Tucker at that
yeah,
point.
that's that's been like my argument is this was considered a down year for Tucker when this was considered a great year for Bellinger, posting his highest WAR since his MVP season.
Yeah.
Are you banking on Bellinger to give you the same seasons over how many years they give a contract to him, or
No, I'm
are you
not.
are you gonna be like Tucker's the more consistent players, finished top 5 in MVP voting in a stacked American League in 2023? That
Yeah, some people worry about his injuries, but like I think he could figure it out. I know injuries have been a little bit tough
yeah,
on
I
him,
mean
but
his last year in Houston he played I think it was 78 games
yeah, it's
and
tough.
he had like a 4.5 WAR
I did see that though.
in
I was like,
78 games.
yeah, it is nuts to see what he did even in that limited time. And then like the same thing, I know you saw this too. Obviously, you saw what happened when they took Bellinger out of Wrigley Field and they put him in the Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
So think about what would happen if you put Tucker
Ye-
out of Wrigley Field and put him in the Yankee Stadium.
And then yeah, and then people bring up, well, look at Tucker this season and like the summer months, like July,
He
and
was
then
hurt
you look, okay, he was dealing with the hairline fracture in his wrist.
and he
But
was playing.
even if you look at his numbers, his on base percentage in July was still at a 380. He was still getting on base at almost a 400, like 400 base percentage.
Yeah,
even with an injury, this guy gets on base and he can give you 30 steals a season.
That's what I'm saying. He hits the ball harder than Bellinger, and he gets on base more, and he steals more bases. He's not as good defensively. I mean, okay, but like the Yankees need to make headwaves in October offensively. People want to complain about the offense in October, but Bellinger's not a good October player either. So that's not even a fair. That's not even a complaint. Like if you're comparing the two players,
Yeah.
I know Tucker hasn't had the best Octobers, but he does have a World Series championship.
And Tucker's never had as bad as a season as Bellinger's had in LA.
No, he hasn't even come close to being that low in his career. That's another good point. I didn't even think of that, but that is true. So
This guy's a
the peaks and
ball
valleys, the peaks and valleys with the two players is way less extreme if Tucker had a bad season.
Yeah,
Than
and
if Bellinger were to have a bad season.
I just think Tucker's talked about less. One, because he doesn't have an MVP, and two, he was an Astros team with Yordan Altuve.
I know, so they think he was like third or fourth or fifth fiddle or whatever. But like,
in those guys.
Yeah, I get it. But like, he was still a good player. Like, his defense is kind of taking a step back. That's my only little concern. But like, Yankee Stadium left is a little bit rough. But here's my question: if you get Tucker, which I think they should, and you think they should, what do you do with Dominguez and Spencer Jones?
I think they should have done this already. I think you trade one of them.
I think so as well. I've been saying that also because it's hard to rely on both of them. Like, if
I don't know why you have both. You have two guys that play the same position, and one's clearly shown he can't move to left.
Yeah, well, Jones can play center. Yeah. You mean they won't put Dominguez in center either for whatever reason.
I think one of them has to go.
I think so,
I think
too.
they're going to look at that this offseason, see what they could get for one of them, and I think they'll be more open to moving Dominguez just because I think they really like Jones.
I actually think it's opposite. I think, but like it would be a clunky defensive fit if it was like Tucker, Dominguez, and Judge. Unfortunately,
yeah. It's true.
I mean, you have to make it work, obviously, and get Tucker and figure that out later. But like, I think Jones might be on the block because it kind of reminds me of how they were talking about Caleb Durbin. If you listen to like the last thing Cash said, that sounded Durbin-esque to me a little bit.
Hyping him up.
Yeah, like saying he's gonna compete for the job, like he'll have the opportunity to win it. Like, I could see the trade getting pulled maybe.
And it'd be interesting to see who would want him. I think you could.
His value is semi-high right now. It's just the whiff rate is still a problem, but everything else is like really good. I would like to keep him, but like you can't keep both to your point if you're trying to win next year. Like you just can't do it.
Yeah,
you can't rely on the variance of both. Like. I mean, Dominguez is showing he's at least the average to above average hitter. Could they clean up his defense and make him more serviceable? I think so, but can he become a better hitter? Yeah. I mean, can he hit better from the right side? Yeah. Like all that stuff's in play. Can he steal he still stole like over 20 bases, I think.
Yeah,
so,
and if you're trading Jones, what are you looking to get back?
Probably pitching, right?
I would imagine bullpen. They would want back some bullpen pieces, but like for me, for bullpen, it's like, give me velocity guys.
Yeah.
I want guys out of the bullpen that are throwing 99 plus.
I'm interested in two guys for the pen I've brought up a lot. I don't know if you'll like one of them as much as me, but like I'm interested in Robert Suarez for sure. I think he has an opt-out. That's a huge one.
Yeah.
And then I like Raisel Iglesias too. I could see the Yankees maybe getting him for a high leverage spot as a free agent.
Yeah. I'd be more on Suarez.
Yeah, I get
Iglesias. I like Suarez a lot more.
He's a little bit better, yeah, or a lot, but like I think Iglesias is decent.
Yeah, but it's clear now, right? Bednar's won your closer role for next season.
That's a good thing. Yes, that's good.
And I think if they're not looking in free agent markets, I think they look at a guy like Pete Fairbanks, try to trade for.
Would the Rays send him in the division though?
I mean, they sent Cabby. I don't.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm into Fairbanks actually. That would be an interesting one for me. I would not be opposed to that. If they
there's been
somehow.
There's been connections between them in the past.
Yeah, there has been. Yeah, that might not be impossible. He might have something there. But I wouldn't be against it.
I think for Suarez in the Padres, I think Estrada might be free. I could be wrong.
Suarez has an option of some sort. He might be able to opt out of it.
And I think Estrada also might have something, which I really like. I like Estrada.
Yeah, the Padres have a lot of good pieces you can pry from there.
And and Michael King. I think you go for Michael King too.
You want to bring King back?
I loved King as a Yankee, and I think you could get him for cheaper because he's dealt with 2 injuries this season.
Would he do a 1 year proven to try to reset the market? Maybe I wonder if he would he do a small 2 year with an option or
He might
something.
he might do it with the Yankees because I think he loves playing in New York. He spoke about it that he loved his time here.
Yeah, I mean, he would be good to help with a lot of areas. Like, he could be a swingman again. Like, you could put him back in rotation for a while when he's dealing with the injuries. Like,
Yeah,
he proves he could be a full time starting pitcher as long as he's healthy. Obviously. Now, would you go for Alcantara or Freddie Peralta? Do those guys interest you at all?
Freddie Peralta I like more than Sandy, and I think it's mostly because I think Freddie's price is going to be less than Sandy.
Oh, I actually think it's reversed because I think Sandy makes more money and he's older.
Yeah,
I think
Sandy
Freddie's going
makes,
to cost more. Maybe
but
I'm
again,
wrong. We'll see.
with the Marlins, I mean,
The Marlins are weird. I
what the
know.
Marlins are doing now, like you respect it. I mean, they're trading, like that, like 2 seasons ago, trading everybody, but they're getting a lot back. And I
Yeah,
think they're firm.
they're starting to finally figure it out.
I think they're
Yes.
firm on what they want. Actually, I was thinking. I think what is he making? I think Sandy's making what, like 21 a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why his price not be that. It might not be that hard to get him.
Yeah, and especially if you get him and he gets back to Cy Young Sandy, that's a steal.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. That's why he might be the guy. I mean, I think Freddie could be Mets bound too because of David Stern's
I don't
connection,
know.
maybe.
I don't know why the Brewers are trade Freddie. I mean, like I get it, but
Bro, it's an $8 million option. They can't just keep it for a year. Like I don't understand
this
either,
guy is so
man.
good.
Like, why can't they just make some type of deal with him, like a 5 for 100? Maybe he'll take it. Like I don't know.
I mean, Freddie is so good.
Or maybe it's probably will blow the market value. Maybe a 5 for 150. There we go. That might be a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean
But
this offseason definitely to me had the most, not the most, but a lot of starting pitching that might get moved.
yeah, there's definitely some interesting guys out there. And then you look at Joe Ryan too. Could the
Yeah,
Yankees swing big and get him? I feel like he's a Boston Red
yeah,
Sox,
I think
which is not
I,
amazing, but I think he's definitely a Red Sox.
yeah. If I feel like Joe Ryan to the Red Sox as of this moment, it was like Jazz Chisholm to the Yankees. Like you knew it was happening, you just didn't know when. But
Yeah,
it just
because like
seemed,
remember the false report that we saw that the Red Sox got
yeah,
him.
that, that was crazy.
Yeah, that didn't last too long. Yeah, like it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens with that. Like I really don't know. Like I feel like that's probably a possibility.
Yeah, and I think there's some dark horses that get moved this offseason.
Yeah, I've been talking about Gatel Marte for a while. I think he's a
Yeah,
guy that might get
Tell,
moved.
I think Robert gets moved. I think the White Sox finally do it.
Oh, I
They,
think he might be free actually. Unless there's an option to get him to opt back in, he might be free. I don't know. Or does he have
no,
another option to pick
yeah,
up?
I
Is there
think
another
he's
one he
with the
picks up?
team,
Oh, okay.
and
Um, yeah. How about Steven Kwan? I brought him up once. You think he gets moved?
yes, and
Not Yankees probably,
and
but
not the
like,
Yankees, but
but somewhere.
because I mean, obviously this season wasn't great for him,
No, it wasn't.
but again, I think you could put him in a little bit of the overrated category. The defense is there, 100%
Yeah,
is
I
there.
think. Yeah, no, my friend, someone was kind of telling me too when I brought it up, and I'm like, okay, you make some good points. It kind of might be a lot to give up for him, but the reason I liked him was because he fits a lot of things the Yankees are looking for. Like, he kind of like breaks up all the Ks. Like, he
Yeah,
can move some guys over, he'll steal back. Like, he'll play good defense. He'll put the
that's
ball in play. He could be a leadoff hitter, but he doesn't really have pop. Like,
that's what
his numbers have been declining. Like, I do get the issues with him
that's what
also.
Tucker gives you though, right? Tucker
Well,
breaks
he's
him up.
way better than
Yeah,
Quan,
yeah,
obviously. But yeah, no,
but
I wasn't saying the game instead of Tucker. No,
but
absolutely not.
Boris is with Bellinger and Tucker, right?
No, he's not with Tuck. Tuck has someone else.
Are you sure?
Yeah, look it up. I promise. Everyone seems to think he's
I thought he was a Boris agent.
No, well, there is an issue with Gatel Marte. His value is 72, so I don't know how the Yankees are going to do
Oh,
that.
he's not. Okay. I thought he.
I'm gonna put together a fake trade for Ketel Marte. It's gonna crush everyone's souls.
I would love Ketel.
All right, let's do a fake trade. See how we could do. He's of 72 value. How am I even gonna do this? Oh God. I wish I could share the screen, but it's okay. We'll just shortcut this. All right, Lombard, you got to go to Arizona, unfortunately. Um, Will Warren, you're going to Arizona. And
Might be able to throw like Ben Hess in there.
yeah, is that enough? Let's see. I don't want to stand with range of Arizona. I like him too much. He's not going to Arizona. If I put Hess in it, am I close? Let's see. I'm at 67 to 72. I'm not too far off. Maybe I could add something else. You know what? We'll give them Cunningham, too. There we go. Or Dax Kilby. No, that's too much.
What about JC?
JC is going to be... He's going to have to get moved for a righty or a reliever, unfortunately. I like him a lot. I'm going to be upset to see him go. That's going to be tough for me. All right, I did the trade. It's George Lombard, Will Warren, Ben Heston, Bryce Cunningham.
Dude, I wouldn't do. I'd pack their bags for them.
Although Lombard doesn't fit Arizona because Peralta's really good and they have Lawler, so I don't think that would be the wave, unfortunately. And Jones doesn't have enough value, I don't think, to send him there. I mean, I could, but then I'm going to have to get crazy with it. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. It would be really tough to do, but that's just the perspective of how hard it would be to get him.
Yeah.
It'd be like, they're not going to deal Schwetler. It would take like maybe Schwetler, Jones, Warren, and then like
yeah.
You could put Ben Rice in the deal maybe. That might move it. Rice probably makes more sense than Lombard for the Diamondbacks actually. So let's try again. Let's try again, I guess. I'm going to do Rice, Warren, Spencer Jones. That actually might work. Is that enough? That might be close. Yeah, that could work. Rice, Warren, and Jones for Marte. That's our deal. Then they gotta sign a first baseman.
Pete.
Or I don't want Makamuri because he whiffs way too much.
Yeah.
I'll take the other Japanese guy though.
Okamoto.
I'll take Okamoto. Yeah.
Okamoto's good. And I was discussing this last week with someone. I think if they're going after Murakami or Okamoto, I think they're looking at Okamoto more. I
would hope you're right. I don't know, but I would hope you're right.
I just think the Murakami articles came out sooner because I don't think anybody knew that Okamoto was going to get posted.
That's a good point.
Because he's the first position player to get posted by the Giants in Japan.
A while, yeah. Because Matsui wasn't posted. He was a free agent, technically.
Yeah, I think he's the first ever position player to be posted by them.
That's wild. I did see that and I was surprised, but then I realized Matsui wasn't open. So what are your thoughts on Imai? I've been seeing a lot of stuff about him. Is that a guy that would interest you?
On who?
The Japanese pitcher Imai. What's the first name? I'm trying to find it. I saw my back. Give me a second. He's gonna get posted, I think. All right, it's coming. Tazuya Imai. There we go. He's a righty, I think. I gotta try to look up some more of his stuff. I wonder if he pitched in the WBC.
Kazuma Imai?
Tazuya Imai, yeah. He did pitch in the WBC, apparently. He was with the Cebu Lions, it looks like. He is... Okay, let's see. He's 27. He's a righty. He'll be 28 in May next year. He's thrown over 1,000 innings. We have 1,045 strikeouts, and ERA is like a 3.07, so it looks solid, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know enough to fully say, but like I guess it could be worth a look.
I don't think their main focus is starting pitching.
Probably not.
I could be wrong.
But the Rodon situation makes you think a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. But I also think a lot of these prospects are going to have a shot at spring training.
ERC will be in the mix for sure if he doesn't get dealt. I think you also need to deal one of Hill and Warren.
I was saying that I'm so fine with letting Warren go.
His value is still relatively
I
decent. He'll you'd have to like rebuild a little
I
bit.
think you could definitely, if you're the Yankees, I think you could definitely get work with Heel. I think there's obviously he's shown his rookie year. There's the strikeouts are with him.
Yeah, you gotta just fix his command and stuff.
Yeah, but I like Heel more than Warren.
Yeah, the upside's better. The floor is probably better for Will, but like the upside's better for Heel. I'm trying
Yeah,
to. I want to see how this guy pitched in the World Baseball Classic. I'm trying to look at the stats.
which I actually never got why Cashman didn't put Heel in a trade for Tucker. I don't know why he was so hesitant to do that.
Well, here's the thing. So I don't think Jim Crane was gonna let the Yankees get Tucker.
Yeah, that was also a thing I was thinking about.
I,
Like,
I,
why would
I
Astros go?
and I believe it actually, because there's a lot of bad blood there.
Yeah,
I do believe that to an extent. I know they were asking for Rice for sure, and then Lombard I think was probably brought up. But like the Yankees definitely have an interest in Tucker because they did want to trade for him. So now
and
it's
I
just a question of do they actually want to man up and pay him?
and I think that plays a role in free agency with Tucker. I think now Tucker knows this team wanted me. Like
Yeah.
they actively tried to trade for me.
Yeah, that's true. They will get. They're obviously gonna try. It's just a question of is it a serious effort? Is it a bull crap one like the Machado pursuit?
Yeah,
Do they do a real offer that he'll actually sign?
yeah,
Not that just
and
we try to meet with him just so the fans know we gave him an offer. Like it has to be like a serious offer that he's gonna actually
and
consider
it
signing.
and it sucks to say, but the Dodgers do need him. Like
You just led me into that. So good thing you brought it up. Because like, let's say they lose the World Series, how much are they gonna throw at Kyle Tucker to try to alleviate that problem?
and it's like you. Teoscar's not a good right fielder
No, he's
defensively,
not. No, he's a
and I
train
think he
wreck.
still has 1 year left after this year.
I mean, yeah, they live with it because he hits a big homer here and there. So like, they manage with
But
it.
they theoretically need Tucker.
Yes, because they put him in right, and
It
then
would solve the right field for 10 years.
the question is, do they trust Paul has enough to rebound with him in the regular season after his rough postseason? I mean, they probably will. I don't know if they're going to platoon him next year, but like, he's a good center fielder defensively.
Yeah,
So I don't know how much faith they'll have in him after his bad October, but he was very good in the regular season.
but
So
if you're looking at it from that right, I think Pajes could be one of those guys. Like
he just hits
we don't
nine, and you hope he doesn't like
we
get in
don't
the way.
need you
Basically, yeah,
we don't need you to
hit that much. Yeah.
put up a crazy slash line.
I'm gonna set this internet on fire with this Cattell trade. It's pretty soon. I'm gonna have to post it when the season's over. People are gonna be like, "No, we're not gonna give that all up." But where would he play? Like, I don't care, dude. Like, figure it out and
Yeah,
get
it's one of
Cattell.
those players. If he's on the team, you
I
figure
don't
out
give a
where
shit, dude. Like, he needs to play on the team. Like, you figure out the defense later. Like, put Jazz back at third, I guess. Someone said, here was a crazy idea I had. It was like Jazz, Center, Tucker left, and like Cattell in second base.
that's that would actually like unironically work.
I know, I brought that up in my last show, I think. One of them, I started
And
talking
Jazz is a good
crazy
center
like that.
fielder.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to move him around to make the team better. I'm not in love with McMahon because the bat, but like he could be like the Pajes guy. You just need
Yeah,
him to
like
like hit it,
just
like just play good defense, and then whatever you do offensively is like a bonus.
and maybe like I'm believing in McMahon a little more. Maybe it's like one of those things. Have a full season at the stadium.
I mean, he actually did better in October than I thought he
Yeah,
would. I'll give credit where credit's due. He did show up in October. And like maybe he found something. Now here's the thing. Let's talk about Volpe quick, because like this is tough because I do like him and like I do know his family a little bit.
yeah,
But like, I'm just like curious how you feel. Like, do you think he's redeemable? Do you think he needs to have competition? Like, I know he's gonna miss the beginning of the year. I know
yeah.
Caballero's in the fold. Ozzy's still in the fold when he returns. So like, the issue is if you want to carry McMahon, you can't have Volpe hitting that poorly too. That was the problem
Yeah,
last year. You had two guys with dead weight hitting at the bottom of the lineup towards the end of
yeah,
the year, and Austin Wells also needs to hit better too. I believe in Austin Wells, by the way.
yeah.
I think
He's
he's going to be
shown
fine, but
he's
like
shown the bats
his
there.
average and like OPS was like lower than it should be
I
though.
think I think what Austin Wells needs to do this offseason is lock yourself in a cage and the hitting cage and practice left on left breaking balls to the outside.
Yes, to start taking more pitches, you need to start taking like just we'll
When
spit
he's
on some more pitches.
when he's
Yeah,
up lefty, the sliders to the outside part of the plate, it's a swing and miss every time for him.
yeah,
He's got to learn to
that's
lay off of
fair.
it.
That's very fair. How do you
And
feel? Yeah, no, keep
oh,
going
you're
with him.
gonna
My bad.
and I was gonna bring up Volpe with
Yeah,
I
you can
think
go to Volpe. Yeah, I mean they are connected because they both
yeah
came up together. They're really good friends. Like they are very much
I
connected. Those
think
two.
I think there should have been competition for him from the start. I don't think this should have been a position where it's like, look, you have it. He's and I don't know why they haven't used his options. It maybe send him back, like let him because he's shown the bat could be there, and I don't like the approach he's taking now, elevating too high
I don't like it
to
either.
like more
Really,
center.
I'm just not sure what he's trying to do offensively half the time, which
He's
is
a
the
good
problem.
he's a good opposite field hitter.
He needs to do it more though. Like he doesn't. He tries whenever he gets pull happy. It's a disaster. That much I know.
The Yankees need to sit him down and say, we don't need 19, 20 homers out of you.
He tried to be a slap hitter when terribly though. Like we don't need him to be a slap hitter either. Like we need something in the middle, like something in the middle of slapping
Yeah,
and something in
like
the middle of like pulling the ball. Like you just
like
gotta find the middle ground. He's having a hard time finding the middle ground.
sit him down and be like, you've shown you're a good bat to ball hitter at times,
Yes,
and with your speed, all you have to just put the ball in play.
I know. Like his skill set's there. That's why it aggravates me. Like it's all there. It's just like not being used
And
properly. Like
it's
he should be so much better bat to ball. You would think.
for 3 years, it's been you're opening up your front hit like way
Yes,
too early.
we can all see it.
You're off. You're so off balance, and it's very clear to tell he lost confidence in himself
Well, yeah,
during parts
there
of the
was a lot
season.
of tough stretches this year. And why was he playing hurt? We'll never know. That was another problem. Like that didn't help
Even if
anything.
you're not sending him down, give him a few off days.
He actually did better when he got the off days. Like we've seen it a few times.
Yeah, and I mean he's shown stretches where he could be a pure hitter, and these aren't just.
Yeah,
I don't feel like those stretches for him are just lucky stretches. That's when he's taking a good approach at the plate.
yeah, no, I feel you. Like I still believe in the player, but like he has to clean up a lot of stuff offensively.
Yeah, and defensively, obviously, it was a struggle at first, but towards the end, he cleaned it up.
I'm not gonna give him a full pass, but like he was playing hurt for a lot of the year
Yeah,
defensively. So like I'll give us mine. I'll give
and
us
then that
my
goes back to
pass.
the miscommunication. Boone saying it didn't affect him, and then Cashman saying it clearly affected him.
Like obviously the fact of it. Like what are you talking about? It
And then,
clearly affected it. Like what?
and then with Judge's injury,
God.
Judge saying, "I don't know why Boone said that. I've never talked to him." There's so much miscommunication going on in that part.
And then they said he's an expert communicator, and like that's part of the reason why he
Yeah,
has a job. No, he's not, obviously.
and
I mean,
my big thing with Boone is I don't think Boone's a bad manager. I don't think he's the right fit for a Yankee manager.
yeah, like that's a good point. Like, would he be better off in like I'll use an example that would fit him well. Would he be better off in Cincinnati or something?
Yeah, that's why he could be very good in one of these smaller market teams where expectations aren't so high all the time. But
Yeah, he doesn't fit the expectation level that the Yankees have,
but then
really.
again,
But they don't care, and they just
then
let him
again,
keep doing it. So,
it
like, I don't know.
Boone's expectations or the Yankees' expectations. This is why they fired Girardi, because I think a big reason is because he called out Gary Sanchez and
That's
called him lazy
huge. Oh yeah, hundred
and went
percent. That's
against the front
massive. That's
offense.
100%. That's like I feel like that's like 60% of the reason why.
Like you can be the man if you're a manager, you could be the player's friend, but you're their manager first. And I
It's
feel
tough
like
to be like that in New York, like you said. Like it's tough to. It's like not Cincy and like it's
and I
not
think
Tampa Bay. Like you
and I
know.
think Boone is their friend first.
Yeah, I think like he could be a better manager, but like he's not like utilizing everything. Like I know the front office and him, like they have the conversations. He has input of like what he wants to do, but
Yeah.
like he probably goes with them more than his gut. But like sometimes he makes decisions that are off the script, and those are completely wrong too. Like
Yeah.
going with Devin Williams too much. Like there's a couple things you question. Like the Nestor Cortez, like what?
Oh yeah.
That was actually I think that might have been an analytical decision, unfortunately, because like the information we were talking about before. I don't think that was Boone going to Nestor. I think they said, "Oh, let's use him here, like this and that." Like I don't know
Yeah.
fully.
And
We'll never know. But like I know he has has like certain input, but like they lay out these plans and they like talk about these plans and
Yeah.
everything. So like
And then
it's all like a lot of it's scripted, and that's why he talks about the lanes. The lanes is what they make up before the game of like what's gonna happen in
who
this
cares
spot.
about
Like
the lanes?
it's infuriating, dude. I don't at all. It
And then
really
it's
does
like,
bother me.
and then Cashman said in the press conference, somebody asked like why the fans should believe like I think somebody asked like
I know what you're talking
do you
about.
think
It's
it's like
right there.
do you think it's a leadership problem that you haven't won in
Yes,
October?
I
And he
remember.
goes,
I do remember.
he says it's not a leadership problem, it's a competition thing. For 16 years your competition has been better than you. Like is
Yeah.
that where you're getting at?
I don't know if that's the excuse he's trying to make that's even weaker. I don't know if that, I'm not even sure fully, but I do remember that response and like
So
that
you're
question.
like he goes into every offseason like we spent our money what we thought was the best options to make this team as good as possible. And then when you get bounced, you say, well, other teams were better than us. You had all offseason to make yourself a better team, and you said you did. And then you
But
come
you
and
didn't,
say these teams
yeah.
are a
You
lot
did
better.
not. Yeah, so like, and you think about it, like, you look at all the eliminations lately, I feel like it's the Yankees have not upset a higher seed in I don't know how long. I mean,
They,
no, the Yankees have not won a series with a lower seed since like 2017, probably, I think. You could fact check me, but I'm almost positive
what
that's
was
true.
what was that stat that they haven't beaten in AL? They haven't beaten like an AL East team since like
Before, let me try to think. Let me try to think.
was like
Okay.
2012. They said.
I gotta think before the Red Sox, which barely counts because it was a wild card
Yeah,
series.
yeah,
Let me try to track this now. So 2023 it was AL. 2024 was all AL Central.
yeah.
2022 was
They
also
got
AL
yeah
Central
they
because
got
they
bounced
beat
by Houston.
Cleveland. You got bounced by Cleveland. 2021 they lost to Boston. 2020 fake-ish season, but they lost to Tampa Bay to beat Cleveland, another AL Central team. 2019 they beat Minnesota, another AL Central team. 2018 they beat Oakland, AL West, but that
Yeah,
like barely even counts like a one-game wild card. 2017 they beat Minnesota and
they
Cleveland,
lost.
AL Central.
They lost to Houston.
2015 was Houston. Yeah, was it like I don't even know, dude. Wow. If
I
we
think they
take
said
away
like
Oakland, is it
2012.
2012? Was it Baltimore? Yeah, maybe they beat Baltimore to play the Tigers in the CS. Does that sound correct to you? I think that's it, right?
I think that's what they said.
I think that's got to be it. Because they had that stretch where they didn't make it for a few years. I think that because I think I went to those series actually. I think I was in. I went to Yankee Stadium for the, and that's the year that Jeter broke his ankle too, right? Yeah, it was. That was it. We're right. It was.
Last,
They beat Baltimore in 2012. Yep, they got swept, and I think Jeter broke
yeah,
his
I mean
ankle.
they've been getting their ass kicked by AL East teams
I
for
think I
over a
was.
decade.
I might have been there when he broke his ankle. I'm still not fully sure. I hope. It seems like I might. Because what games did he break the ankle? I think I went there. Like, I think I saw the 12 inning loss. So that seems familiar. Yeah,
October.
I feel like I
Game,
was there for that. Unfortunately.
yeah, it was the game one of the
I think I
ALCS.
feel like I was. I might have been. I remember when Babania's winning those big homers and stuff. But yeah, no, like it's crazy. I'm gonna wind down. It's been late, but like you
Yeah,
can give your plugs like where people can find you and like what you've been up to and like I appreciate you joining on short notice. Thanks for
yeah.
reaching out. I needed
Thank you
someone to
for
help
having
me
me, man.
carry because I'm getting late and tired, so I need some help.
Yeah,
These last 3 days have been a lot.
yeah,
I didn't do it yesterday because like I was out with a Blue Jays bar getting some content, and then I game 3 I did stay up and do this thing somehow. I don't know how, but I did. I was streaming at like 3:47. I'm like, oh man.
yeah. It was. I did stay up for that whole game. So no,
Yeah, I did too. But all right, you got it, brother.
thank you. Just my Twitter. My Twitter's where I'm most active. Just Dominguez Lover 8 on there.
All right.
So once the off season gets going, then I'll be tweeting more.
Yeah, I tagged you on IG too. You gave me the IG tag,
Yeah,
so people check my story. They can see it. I'll do mine really quick, and then we'll get out of here. Let me find my little sends off thing. I could put more stuff in this too, like videos and stuff. I just haven't really done it yet. But in the off season, I'll probably try it. All right, so subscribe to me on YouTube. It's Julian Gallardi. Then you have Instagram is Julian Gallardi 11. I'm very active on Twitter too with Julian Gallardi 1. TikTok and Facebook is my name, and then check out Latino Sports and World Baseball Network on all platforms. So thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. No problem.
We could probably run these back in the off season or something.
Yeah.
We'll see how everything goes. So Evan, thanks, bro, and have a good one. We'll see if the Dodgers force a Game 7. It should be
Hope so.
interesting. And let me tell you, I've never needed an off day more in my life than tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. I hope for a Game 7. Best game in
I'll be
sports.
recharged for that. But like, yeah, I need one tomorrow.
Yeah.